particular play is what sparked some of the conversation that we had early on in the film, okay? We're going to have a situation here where we're going to have an apparent catch or incomplete pass in this area of the film, okay? We have a head linesman that is currently working somewhere about the, let's see here, 35, 36, 37, maybe 37, 38, maybe is where the ball is. Umpire, you look to be a little bit narrow here. You want to kind of be behind this guy, would be the best place for you to be standing. But let's let him, he may back out here in just a second, so let's give him an opportunity to do that. And we're looking at the guy with his hand wide open. Okay. At this spot, it appears that we can't see the ball from this gentleman here. We got a back judge that is right on the line. Nobody else is in the frame currently speaking. We either are going to have a catch here or we are going to have a fumble. Now, this play is pretty quick and bang, bang play. And then the ball comes out. Now, we have an incomplete pass ruled by the, let's get back here. We have an incomplete pass ruled by the back judge. It appears right here that he has possibly caught this ball. Now, one thing about film for high school football and huddle, it's all film from the 50-yard line. You know, that's a difficult thing to rule on. I can tell you at this point, the line judge has already moved down, trailing the play. He's stuck to the sideline here, but he's already down, so there's really not a lot of help he can give us on whether this ball is being juggled or not. The linesman is further down in this area still, but we have the back judge right on the goal line. Now he, I will admit, is blocked out from the ball. However, it appears at the very end when we slow it down that the young man does reach out and put the ball across the line. Alright, now, I will tell you that this back judge is only about 3 feet from the action that is happening currently in front of his face. And it is not going nearly this slow. So, it begs the question of whether this is truly a catch or not. And it also begs the question of whether we're going to overturn what he calls an incomplete pass. Now, that is something that Mr. Bowie will have that discussion of whether we're going to start that practice. In this particular case, after seeing it slow, I do think that is a possibility. However, I'm going to tell you, if I'm the back judge in this particular case and I call it incomplete, there's probably nobody in this stadium that's going to talk me off of that call, because there's no way that the head linesman from as far away as he is, that I would put, I'm not saying he didn't see it, and I'm not saying that he couldn't help you, but if I'm that close, I'm probably going to be making the call. In this particular case, we know the ground cannot cause a fumble, and if he did control it, then we're done. We have the head linesman that is about at the 22. I'm not sure where the line judge is. This was, in fact, came back and ruled a touchdown. After the replay, if you want to call it from the replay booth, we would have ruled this a touchdown if it were reviewable. One side note here, guys, no matter who this back judge is, let's just say that's me. If you have a play that is bang bang and you need sometimes you need help, if you will turn very quickly and make eye contact with that official that is open to you, which would be the line or the head linesman here, then they might be able to run in and bring you some assistance. If that is the case, guys, we need to run in with it. We don't want to be walking along and gingerly, trying to help make a decision there. This is a play that has a lot of implications. So let's bring it back just a little bit. Because in this case, we realize that, well, let's show the end of this. The ball goes out. It is recovered by the original offensive team. But let's talk a little bit about this. Let's say that he possesses the ball here and fumbles it at the 1 yard line. Now, if that were the case and the original offensive team recovers the ball, we still have a touchdown. However, if he were to fumble that ball and it go out of the back of the end zone, then we would be setting the defense up on the 20 yard line going the other way with a touchback. So very important we know where the ball was possessed, where it possibly was fumbled, and who recovers this ball. If the defense recovered it in the end zone, we could still be coming here to the 20 yard line, provided that they went down in the end zone and did not bring the ball out. So great play for doing some teaching on that. This next particular play, it's obvious that the team at the bottom here, where the home team is calling for a timeout. Officials, please don't take your eyes off the action. Just because a team is calling for a timeout does not mean that somebody's not going to do something foolish. If you look right here to the inside on this play, it appears that the defender here takes a shot to the head of one of the offensive, maybe it's the guard perhaps, but we'll take a look right there now that you know where we're going with this. So we're going to go in slow motion here. He's killing the clock. Very good. And as they say, the helmet came from somewhere. Umpire, even though there's a timeout going on, it doesn't mean that you don't have a dead ball foul here, guys. This kind of action can lead to a lot worse things later on in the game. This is play 36 of this game, so not terribly late in the game, but just keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, this particular play is a play. Let me stop it up. Here we go. Alright, this particular play, good job by the wing officials here. They've got their players properly marked as they should. We're going to be looking into the backfield here at a possible fumble or whether his forward progress was clearly stopped. So let's go to the tape in slow motion. I will reiterate again, on the field we don't have the ability to go in slow motion. So the quarterback's got the ball here. It's hard to tell from the film when the ball started coming loose. It looks like 3 people are surrounding this gentleman. It appears the referee's got a pretty good eyeball look at this. The ball is clearly on the ground, and one thing I will say is when the ball does come out on the ground, it does appear that the young man is trying to get back to the ball. It appeared that the referee did drop a beanbag, and we got the referee and umpire killing the clock. We do have, in this particular play, our head linesman has forward progress stopped. So let's back this up a second here. Alright. So we got our line judge working the bottom. He obviously thinks we have a fumble. Now, I'm not sure how he knew we had a fumble unless he was looking at the ball in the backfield. Keep in mind the referee and the umpire are responsible for the ball till it makes it to the line of scrimmage. We've got some beanbags that appeared to come out. We've got people killing the clock. Line judge, not your job here, buddy. let's make sure that we know what we got. We got a signal that we're going this way, but the linesman here has his forward progress stopped. And in slow motion, it's hard to tell whether the ball is juggled or not before he starts backwards. If he starts backwards any at all, then the linesman is correct that we do have forward progress stopped. One thing that would probably be helpful here is that linesman to bust in there, blowing that whistle, saying, no, 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 we've got fourth down here. But the line judge, we kind of want to refrain, let that referee that's up close to it, make that. One thing I will say about a pile, if we get to a pile and they're digging for it, then you don't want to be the one digging and the one coming up pointing it. But let's refrain from that. But that was just a play that had popped up that might be helpful. All right, here we're going to see some holding by the interior folks here. You're going to see 72. He takes him to the ground. Great call here. And you're going to see it from another angle as well. This is just great examples of holding. Okay, we're going to see it's going to be behind number 7 and over here. Here we are. That's a hold, folks. That is a hold. Good job by the crew here to get that one. Can't tell you. Okay, let's stop this one here. Play 17. Nothing really elaborate there. Okay. Top of the screen here, you're going to see some holding by wide receivers. One quick thing I would like to point out, just in case you get to go in some different places this year, you notice on the field here the markings are all in blue. This is at Whiteville High School. If you go to Clinton High School, you're going to notice they're all in black. One thing I do wish the AD would do would put some hash marks out here. They got them on the edges, but not here. The rule book says that they recommend white. Not gotta be white, but it says it recommends white. So that's just a little extra piece for you. We're going to keep an eye on, I believe it is this guy, and you're going to see a clinic on holding from wide receivers coming up here. Now it was the outside guy, number 6. Back judge. Make sure you try to get that flag as close to where that holding is as possible. Watch number 10 in this clip. If that guy doesn't try to get away from him, I don't know who does. Just good holding calls by the holds by the wide receivers here. You're going to see another one out there with number 6. You go to Whiteville, number 6 will be right entertaining as you watch him. All right, this is a great play.